Dan Illman, Matt Bernier, taking a look at the Sunshine Millions filly and mare turf. Really nice card at Gulfstream Park on Saturday. It's carded as race number 10. Our coverage is presented by DRF Bets. I think you know what's coming up, folks. $200 free bet, no deposit required. Good deal when you sign up to DRF Bets to bet the Sunshine Millions card or coast to coast this weekend. DRF.com/join. Free bet 09 is the promo code you need to use. Let's take a look at these fillies and mares. They're scheduled to go a mile and a 16th, and that's the distance they will go in the Sunshine Millions filly and mare turf. The 4 Starship Jubilee, your deserving 2-to-1 morning line favorite. She is a multiple graded stakes winner at Woodbine. Last time out in the Claiming Crown Tiara, you can look at it one of two ways. You can say she did a lot of work early, and, you know, she understandably tired late, or you could say she's got to finish that off at 8-5.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of look at it a little bit of both, considering it was relatively early fractions, or soft fractions, I should say, early on. And the fact that she wilted as badly as she did is a concern. But then I also look and say she hadn't run since the middle of September, so maybe I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. But then again, you look at it and you go, you're supposed to beat claiming horses. You're multiple graded stakes placed. For what it's worth, Martini Glass came back next out, earned a 90 buyer. I think if this girl earns a 90 here, she wins. She's supposed to win this race. If she doesn't, I'll be disappointed. She
was just a little bit keyed up early, and Jose Lezcano was trying to rate her back, and maybe if he had to do it again, he would have went to the front, because the horse that eventually made the lead was some hopeless 50-to-1 shot, and Starship Jubilee ended up on the lead, inheriting it, entering the turn anyway, and maybe they kicked on for home just a fraction early. And as you mentioned, Martini Glass is in sharp form. If she was in this race, she would be a major factor, to be sure. Starship Jubilee can be on the lead. She can sit just off the pace. Let's see where our friends at Timeform US have her from a pace projector standpoint. And they've got her a little bit further back than expected, but they also believe this pace will be fast.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, if you believe all that plays out, then it's not going to be an issue. If you think they're going relatively soft on the front end and she's 5 or 6 lengths off of it, then you know what, maybe we got something to be concerned about.
The horse the Timeform US has on the early lead is the number 6 Daddy's Boo. Javier Castellano takes them out. If you take out her last start, I think you're supposed to. It was a 1.5-mile race, and she doesn't want any part of that distance. She's run 17 times with 12 wins in 3 seconds during that span. She wants to beat you, but one of those losses came in the Claiming Crown Tiara in 2016 against comparable competition at a short price. Does that red bar worry you if she's out in front like that?
You know, and I guess I kind of disagree with the red bar. I agree with the way they lay it out, but I don't know how fast it's going to be, because realistically, if Joe's DeSanimo is the one that's second,
they're not going fast.
They're not going that fast. And I kind of think, look, you couldn't find, maybe with the exception of Julian Leperoux, you couldn't find a better front-end rider, in my opinion, than Javier. Javier's going to get out there. If they get a half-mile and 48 and change, she's very, very dangerous on the front end.
Joe DeSanimo, you have to wonder if this is the spot. And we've been waiting a while for Joe's DeSanimo. Her most recent win came in October of 2016. She went all of 2017 without a win, but she took on some tough competition last year. 3 graded stakes races. Last time out in the My Charmer, she simply had no shot in that race. She was 42-to-1. It's just that she's also been in Florida bred or optional claiming competition, and she hasn't been able to get it done. Is it simply a situation where she's found the right spot in the right pace scenario?
Yeah, entirely possible. I guess I just kind of look at it in a similar way that you were just laying it out, where I've been waiting for you to get over the hump for a long time, and you've been facing lesser company, and you still can't get the job done. You know, I don't want to find out today that today is the day.
Bonita, the number 2, got beat last time out, but it was on dirt. Her preferred surface is turf. In fact, she's won her last 2 races on the grass and 4 out of her last 6 races on the surface. Now, she is a 1-run closer, hoping that red bar is absolutely right, because she does have some races.
I don't like her on top. I think she's certainly one that you can use underneath, whether you're playing an exacta, try, or super. I think she's going to come with a big late kick. I don't know if she's good enough, but I think she's going to come with a run.
Bitacora off the Peter Walder claim. This is a very dangerous and shrewd barn, and this could be a wise claim even for future broodmare purposes. She already has stakes placed on dirt and off the turf race. Her buyers need a little bit of a boost. She obviously recently has been competing against lesser competition.
Yeah, I mean, that field that she faced most recently, very, very weak. The runner-up is 64, the third-place finisher 75 in their next starts. To me, she needs to jump up by leaps and bounds to be competitive.
The last time Katinka set foot on the turf, she earned a stakes win against 3-year-old Florida-bred competition. She's only faced older horses once in her career. She's got a little bit of upside potential. It's a tough spot, though.
Figures to be forwardly placed. She faced a much weaker field most recently in that dirt race at Tampa. I don't love her in here, but again, she's going to be forward.
Graceful Heart, third start of the form cycle. Big jump up from a Beyer speed figure last time out, going 7.5. I think this distance is better.
It certainly is, and I just kind of wonder overall, maybe she is an up-and-coming kind of horse. At the same time, with the exception of that last run, she's not there right now.
Surprise Wedding was stakes placed in her turf debut 3 starts back, and then disappointed a little bit in the Sellers Shiraz, although that ended up being a pretty fast race, and she got back on the beam last time out on dirt. Why do I get this feeling she's better on dirt?
Yeah, well, I mean, because she's got the highest last out Beyer in the field, but it's an 89, and it was on dirt, and then you go 4 starts back, which was her last dirt start prior to that, and she earned an 88. So I think if she was in a dirt race, she would have a nice chance. I just don't love her here on turf.
Eva London finished ahead of Graceful Heart last time out on turf. That was her turf debut. She was wide. She lost a little bit of ground, but it was kind of an even finish, and she's really got to build on that race.
Yeah, I just don't think she's fast enough right now. If she jumps up by 10 points, maybe she has a chance to hit the board, but right now, no.
Elizabeth Aura is a bit of a long shot. Heck, she's 30-1 on the morning line. Lots of layoff lines just dot her form. She's been stuck in the non-winners of 1X category for a while. Again, hard to recommend. I don't want to talk anybody off a big price, though.
I was going to say, I'm not going to bash her, but at the same time, I'm not going to make a case for her because I don't think there is much one.
Let's take a look at our top selections for the Sunshine Millions Filly and Mare Turf. Kind of now or never, I think, for Starship Jubilee. I mean, I respect Daddy's Boo. I respect Jodie's Animo. But if Starship Jubilee comes with her Woodbine form, she's winning.
Yeah, period. I mean, this is a race that she's supposed to win. 2-1. If you could tell me 2-1 right now, that's probably pretty fair. I think that's what she's supposed to be. If she can't get through this, maybe with the exception of a scenario where Daddy's Boo just walks on the front end and she's not able to run her down, then maybe I'll be a little bit kinder. But if everything goes, particularly if the pace projector is accurate and she can't come with any kind of run, you got to go back to the drawing board.
What do you play her at? Do you play her at the 2?
I don't know if I play her to win at the 2, but I'd probably try to hook her up with Daddy's Boo because I think Daddy's Boo, I know the pace projector says fast pace. I think she's loose by herself on the front end.
She likes to beat you.
Yeah.
She's real dangerous if she gets away with an easy and uncontested lead. You're going 4-6-10-2. I'm going 4-10-7-2 in the $150,000 Sunshine Millions Filly and Mare Turf. If you're playing the race, if you're playing the card, if you're playing on Saturday, DRF Bet's really the only place to do it. $200 free bet, no deposit required. DRF.com/join, promo code FREEBET09. Approximate post time for the 10th at Gulfstream Park on Saturday, 4:30 Eastern. Good luck.